The Real World, Chapter 1, The Extreme World, First Island of Idem, 2019. In the day and in the night, it's the image that constantly haunts my soul. I close my eyes and I see them floating perilously in the air. They're in danger, and no matter what I do, I can't save them. I know it's not real, at least it's not happening right now. It's the worst kind of nightmare, the kind that has already come true. I'm lying on the ground observing all of it. I can barely move. Swirls of wind carry debris high into the air. The entire island has been torn apart. Dark clouds fill the sky. The man responsible for keeping them captive is floating between us. I'm not sure who he is. It doesn't matter though. He is just a pawn. Further out into the sky, inside of a massive airship, is the woman controlling him. She is a very powerful telepath. Her name is Folaway, and she is one of two consuls who rule the country known as Paradisium. Consul Carlyle is the other leader. He doesn't appear to be here today for some reason. They both seem to be immortal, having been around since the Omega War back in the 1950s. The Supreme Ministry is their totalitarian government, and they use their military to rule most of the world. They claim to know what is best for everyone. However, they are the ones who are rumored to have initiated the Omega War. The story goes that the country known as the Soviet Union dropped 2 Omega bombs on the country known as the United States. After that, Carlyle and Folaway gave the order to drop Omega bombs all over the world. These bombs not only killed billions of people, but they also mutated many others into superhumans. Most of the superhumans survived, but many did not. From the ashes, the Supreme Ministry rose up and took power. There were a few rebellious groups, but they were small and overpowered. We don't know if any of them are left. Our group fled here to Idem, but now the Ministry has come here to eradicate our free island home. "Let them go!" I yell up toward Folaway. Slowly I begin to move. There is a nauseating smell of burnt flesh. I realize that it's my own. I have become somewhat numb to the pain. That's probably not a good thing. I think I'm more focused on a different sort of pain at the moment. My eyes are fixated on Elena and our families, hovering up in the air. On the right are my mom and dad. On the left are her mom, her dad, and her little brother. She's right in the middle. Elena, the love of my life, being held captive. Despite all of my training, I can do nothing to save her. I can't even help myself. Underneath their strong expressions of bravery, there is fear and sadness. Being willing to die for a good cause doesn't take the fear away. It just allows you to do everything in your power to stop what's happening. That's what terrifies me the most. We are all helpless, even while doing everything that we can. I look up at them and hold on to every moment, knowing that it may be our last. On the left side of the group is Administrator Carter. He can manipulate the wind. On the right side is Administrator Hawes, who channels and controls lightning as well as all other forms of electricity. They are level 4 superhumans, genetically engineered from birth to be military and political leaders for the Supreme Ministry. As I start to sit up, the feeling of pure physical agony comes rushing back to greet me. I have to ignore it. I crawl to what's left of a house wall and prop myself up on it. My eyes search around the war-torn city for anything that I can use as a weapon. I spot a few things in my vicinity. It doesn't matter though. The effort would be useless. I'm too slow in my current condition. They would stop me before I could reach them. I lift my head up to see that Yelena's brother is struggling to maintain his brave face. Tears are streaming down his cheeks. It breaks my heart to watch this. It breaks my heart even more to watch the tears running down Yelena's cheeks. Everyone's face contorts when they're sad. Yelena's does this, but only slightly. Only minor contortion, with a pink blush. Something about seeing her vulnerability makes me appreciate her even more. She is so beautiful, even when she's sad. The tears always come a little late, but when they start, they really get going. It hurts to see her cry, and this is the worst of it. Most of the time I feel like everything will eventually be okay, and that gives me the courage to comfort her. Right now, as much as I want it, I lack that reassuring feeling. I look over to see that my mom and Yelena's mom also have tears running down their faces. As I take a closer look, I can see that now tears are forming in the eyes of each of our dads as well. I feel the moisture build in the corner of my own eyes. My chest feels heavy. My jaw and neck are tight. At the time, I thought there must be something that I can do. Now I know how it all plays out. There is nothing that I can do. What is Fullaway waiting for? She must want me to suffer. Perhaps Carlyle and Fullaway have chosen to make an example out of me. But for who? Are they going to let any of us live? Are they going to kill me in front of them? Or are they going to kill them in front of me? Elena and I look at each other. Don't give up hope, moje zvezda, she says to me telepathically. It means my star in Russian. That is where her family is originally from. I won't, moj angel. The mysterious telekinetic man floats in between us, demanding our attention. My body rises into the air as he raises his arm upward. In order to fulfill your destiny, you must lose everything. He says the words, but I know that it's still Fullaway that commands him. After all, you are the chosen one, he says, somewhat sarcastically. He nods to Administrator Hawes. All of our eyes turn to him as he nods in return. He lifts his hands up into the air. A bolt of lightning channels through his body, from the ground up to his left arm and into the sky. He stretches his right arm out toward Yelena and our families, and a thin bolt of electricity spreads throughout the group, shocking all of them. I look on in horror as they scream and writhe in pain. I struggle to move. Every muscle tenses up. I'm yelling incoherently as loudly as I can. My throat is aching. I feel like an angry feral animal. My efforts seem pointless, but it's all that I can do as I watch in horror at the pain of the people that I love the most in this world. It shouldn't be this way. This isn't what I trained for. I'm supposed to sacrifice myself for them, not the other way around. What have I done? How could I have let this happen? I feel a burning sensation in my eyes. I can tell that it's burning, even though it doesn't hurt. This memory is my first time experiencing this sensation. It is a sensation that I still haven't grown accustomed to. The heat increases as a blue flame bursts from my chest. Soon flames surround the rest of my body. Only the very edge is red and orange. Everywhere else is blue and white-hot flame. An overwhelming feeling of strength and rage consumes my entire being.